It seems Avengers Doomsday is very close to wrapping with filming, which is great news. At the same time, we have some new details about the X-Men and their specific universe in Avengers Doomsday. We also have details about Thanos returning, some more characters in Avengers Doomsday, and a little tidbit, a little update on Vision Quest and the Nova series that is supposed to be coming to the MCU after Avengers Secret Wars. So a lot of awesome Marvel news to go over today. Let's jump right in with Avengers Doomsday wrapping filming. According to insider Daniel Richman, aka Daniel RPK, on his Patreon post, he revealed Avengers Doomsday is in the final stage of production and expected to wrap filming this week. And this is great for a couple of different reasons. One, it's great that they're finishing so far in advance. It does come as quite a surprise that they've managed to film it so quickly, and I definitely think that at some point in time, they're going to have to go back for some reshoots. Whether that's because they just want to shoot one scene a little differently, or they come up with new ideas and they want to add additional scenes or change them, I'm assuming at some point in time reshoots will happen. Avengers Doomsday is over a year away at this point in time, so it is rather interesting that they finished filming so quickly, but this gives them just a ton of time to make sure it's edited perfectly and to make sure things like the CGI are done perfectly as well, especially when Marvel knows that in some movies that's been one of their weak points, and in some cases like Captain America Brave New World, where the script was redone over and over and over again, it seems like Marvel is really going to make sure that that does not happen with Avengers Doomsday. Which brings us to another reason that this is good news. It seems like with them wrapping filming, that probably means that they completed the script. We've heard a lot about the so-called drama on set with Avengers Doomsday, or just the drama surrounding the movie in general. Reports about confrontations on the set between actors, and reports that the script had not been finished going into the movie. Which, yes, it can be, well, concerning, but this is essentially what the Russo brothers and Marvel themselves have kind of always done. And while sometimes it doesn't work, we've certainly seen cases of that, the Russo brothers have always been pretty good with all of their MCU projects. They've made the best ones. So I've always been pretty confident in the Russo brothers, plus Marvel Studios has acknowledged their shortcomings and mistakes that they've made since Phase 4. And I think they are very aware that the next few movies they put out, which are Spider-Man, Doomsday, and Secret Wars, they're aware that they have to be just phenomenal. And I think they'll do everything they can to make sure that they are. And I guess that means finishing filming very early on so they can get the editing for the movie down. It also means that they probably want to have the trailer done, our very first teaser, done sooner rather than later so they can start promoting it at things like the Super Bowl. Or maybe even, like I mentioned in a previous video, try to attach the teaser to Avatar Fire and Ash. I definitely think marketing is a big part of why the film is finishing filming so early, because they want to hype this thing up as much as they possibly can. But as I mentioned, there is a second part to this report from Daniel Richman talking about the X-Men. The new report states, in Avengers Doomsday, the X-Men universe is on a path to destroy other universes, including the MCU's Earth 616. Now, of course, we knew that the X-Men universe was basically on a collision course with our Earth because Monica Rambeau is in that universe. And based on some things that we've heard, since she is from our universe and in that X-Men universe, that draws the universes together. So we always knew that was going to be the case for our universe, but as far as why this Earth from the X-Men universe is going on a path to destroy other universes, that is kind of a mystery at this point. It could be, since the Thunderbolts mentioned some type of a space crisis, that simply the fabric of the multiverse in general is kind of acting up right now, and perhaps some other characters from some other universes have ended up in the X-Men universe. It is also possible, in a way, depending on how they depict the multiversal rules and laws in the movie, that there are actually universes in between the X-Men universe and Earth 616, so on its way to collide with 616, it could affect other universes in between. Again, that would kind of depend on how they depict the rules and laws of the multiverse and space and time, but it is a possibility. But either way, when it comes to the X-Men universe, we know that they're on a collision course with our specific Earth because Monica Rambeau is in their universe. She went there at the end in the post-credit scene of the Marvels. And based on the leaked set photos and reports from Unbox PhD, the person that has been taking all of the photos and videos, we know that Dr. Doom is going to attack the X-Mansion in the X-Men universe with some Sentinels. Could he be attacking this Earth because because it is on a collision course with not just our universe, but other universes as well. Because we have heard that Doctor Doom views himself as the hero and that he's going around the multiverse actually trying to save it. So if the X-Men Earth, the X-Men universe, is on a path to destroy other universes and Doctor Doom is trying to save the universes, it would make sense that he would go and kind of attack this Earth to make it to where it didn't destroy other universes. But ultimately, we do know that other universes and really the entire multiverse is going to get destroyed until all that we're left with is Battleworld. And one thing that's going to be kind of cool about this is, according to Alex Perez from the Cosmic Circus, it does seem like we are going to see the perspective of other universes being destroyed in that moment. So there's a big chance that we could get a lot of kind of really cool cameos from characters and actors playing those characters. For example, they could show the perspective of another Spider-Man universe, perhaps the Sam Raimi Spider-Man universe. We know Tobey Maguire is going to show up in Doomsday and or Secret Wars. So perhaps when we finally do see him show up, he shares his perspective and they show us what was happening to his universe when everything went down. Because according to Alex Perez from the Cosmic Circus, there are going to be characters in Doomsday that haven't been announced yet, of course, and some surprise cameos and characters that are set to appear as well. When asked if any surprise characters that haven't been announced yet in Doomsday are expected to show up, he stated, "Definitely, and the goal is not to reveal them until the release of Doomsday. Even if I did mention who they were planning to involve, we'd be stuck in this limbo of will they, won't they for the next year or so. But most of the characters that haven't officially been announced have either been rumored by me, other scoopers, or YouTubers." And speaking of, Jennifer Gardner just posted a picture of her as Elektra, hinting at her involvement in Avengers Doomsday. None of them have really been announced yet besides Gambit, Channing Tatum, but we're assuming Deadpool, Wolverine, and kind of the rest of that group from Deadpool and Wolverine and the Void are gonna show up again. And now Jennifer Gardner is hinting at that. Otherwise, why else would she post this picture randomly all of a sudden as Avengers Doomsday is filming? This is all done very intentionally by Marvel Studios and their PR department. They plan all of this. So she's probably coming back as a part of Deadpool / the TVA's team, because I still do believe that the TVA / Loki / Sylvie are going to put together a team, and Deadpool and Wolverine are going to kind of be the core of that team because they helped before in Deadpool and Wolverine. Another surprise cameo / character that we can expect is Thanos. According to another report from Daniel RPK, Thanos' most painful death is going to be in the next 2 Avengers films. So this is kind of confusing. I'm not sure if he dies in both films, because that is totally a possibility, because variants are definitely a thing. A variant of Thanos could show up in Doomsday where Doom could kill him. And then on Battleworld, which is a combination of a lot of different universes put together, there could be another Thanos there who could die again. And one thing that we do know, thanks to that marketing expo that Disney hosted, which Marvel had a giant booth at where they showed us that light show of Doom, we know that we saw Doom holding a skeleton of some sort. So perhaps that is Thanos' skeleton, and they might recreate that famous comic moment where Doom rips the entire skeleton out of Thanos. This would certainly be a good way to show the casual audience just how powerful Doctor Doom is. He managed to kill Thanos very easily, and Thanos is the one who defeated all of the Avengers in Infinity War. So it would definitely show everybody how strong Doom is, killing Thanos like he's nothing. So it looks like we might have a few surprise cameos and characters coming in Avengers Doomsday / Secret Wars. And last but not least, like I mentioned, we have a little update on Vision Quest. According to Jeff Snyder on the Hot Mic podcast, he said that he heard Vision Quest is great, which is awesome. And when you have a show about Vision and Ultron returning, I would really hope that it is great and they nail it, especially right now in the age of AI. Jeff Snyder also reported that Terry Matalas, who is the Vision Quest showrunner, could end up working on the Nova series and may get an overall deal at Marvel Studios. This probably comes hand in hand with him doing a good job with the Vision Quest series. Since Jeff is stating that he could get an overall deal with Marvel, that most likely means that they are very satisfied with what he did for Vision Quest, which makes sense if Jeff has heard that it's a great show. So if it really is great and Terry did a great job, having him for the Nova series would be a win for Marvel. So let's hope that Vision Quest is great, and then Nova in turn will be great as well. And really just whatever we get from here on out, let's hope it's just fantastic. Marvel definitely needs all the projects coming out to be at a higher level than what we've gotten in the past, with the exception of Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four, because I did truly enjoy those films. But go ahead and let me know your thoughts about all of this news in the comments down below. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel news. You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.